Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Just wanted to do a quick lap guide of the Belle Isle track on iRacing. I'm in the BMW M4 GT3. Track temp is 100 degrees Fahrenheit, using the VRS Sprint fuel load, which is 60 liters. There's about 6 or 7 laps into the run. Make sure to smack the wall as you come up on your flying lap. The start-finish straight is very short here, so make sure to get all the way over to the left-hand side up against the wall early. You want to be there well before you reach the flag stand. Braking a bit before the 300 board and down into third gear, you want to be really patient and wait to turn in here so that you can tuck up into this curb on the right. Take a nice patient line and trail brake around. The trick is to bleed off just enough speed, as this is essentially a high-speed chicane. I actually apexed a bit early on this lap. Ideally, you're tucked right up against this wall on the right. Once you get to the end of this wall, you're turning in. No braking, just a small lift, but it's a bigger lift the further you track out from that wall. For turn 2, you're apexing a little later than the curb would make you think. You want to be on the power early and as close as you can get to this wall here on the left, because as you go over this crest, your car's going to lose a lot of grip and shoot you out towards the wall on the outside. You're braking for turn 3 just barely after the 400 board, and you're braking very hard. Down to first gear here, although second will also work. You can take some of this inside curb on the apex, but be careful not to take too much, as it can wash you out wide on exit. The blue and white curb on exit here should be used and is wider than it appears. The braking marker for turn 4 is tough. If you count these black banners as you approach, this is the third one. It's a faster corner than it appears, and you can carry quite a lot of momentum through it. One pretty decent brush on the brakes and down into second, some trail braking through the apex, and that's plenty. Try to hold some momentum and don't be too afraid of the curb on apex. Braking on this point in the wall where it bends off to the right for turn 5. The racing line I've seen has been to follow the bend in the wall towards these red banners. However, I keep my car in a straight line closer to the trajectory of this crack in the road. It's down to second again, but this is a bit slower than turn 4. Trail brake and make sure to get close to the steep curb on the inside, as a wall over here can sneak up on you if you go wide. Out of turn 5, make sure to get back over to this wall on the left. You want to get there preferably before these banners end. Turn 6 leads to one of the longer straights, so the further you get over, the faster you can exit onto that straight. Braking for turn 6 is a little after you clear those banners on the left. Down to second and trail brake all the way around this one. Make sure to attack the inside wall. Get as close to it as you can early, because as you approach it, the road begins to camber away from the turn. It looks like I'm about to hit it, but if you look at my wheel inputs, I actually start turning in even more at this point. Another thing to remember as the road cambers away from the turn is to be nice and easy on the throttle, so you don't break traction on the rear wheels. Down this straight, you want to keep to the right until very late. The braking zone wraps around to the left, and if you can tuck your car into where it straightens out here, you can have a much easier time making the corner at turn 7. We're braking on the 400 board here and down into first or second again. The curb on apex is similar to turn 3, so take some but not all of it. Make sure you carry enough speed to track out near this wall and exit. I aim to put my car right up against this part of the wall where it straightens out for the length of these two banners. Try to flush my car right up against this, braking just as I straighten the car out. Down into first gear and get nice and close to this steep curb on turn 8. The road here has some camber on the inside. You want to power out to the wall and stay on it until you get just past the apex of turn 9. Trail brake to keep your car no further than in the middle of the road, aiming to hit the second apex of turn 10. Balance the throttle as you can still maintain quite a bit of speed before the braking zone of turn 11. I brake just before this barrier on a good run through 9 and 10, but can brake later if I scrub off a lot of speed before this point. Make sure to keep to the left to make the hairpin more manageable, trail brake all the way around, and avoid running over the steep apex curb. I go down into first gear here, and note that it is very tough to keep traction on exit as you start to apply the power. Make sure to be nice and progressive with the throttle and be very mindful of the bumpy exit. For turn 12, I brake a little bit before the 200 board, down into second, and I trail brake to the apex. I found that being patient here on turn-in helps me not wash out into the wall on exit, but as always, make sure to get nice and close to the steep apex curb. The moment you get over to this outside wall after 12, you want to start your turn-in for 13. It's a very fast corner, and if you take it correctly, you can get away with a very small lift. As you can see, I never fully get off the power here. There's camber down by the apex curb, so make sure not to miss it, or you'll have to lose a ton of momentum. And that's a lap of Belle Isle. I'll show the lap uninterrupted in case you want to take a look in real time. Let me know what you think, what I can do better, or if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.